Welcome back to incmedia Live. I'm your friend Olivia.
And I'm Elijah, and we're so pumped to be with all of you guys today. You know, I'm actually so excited. I'm gonna give out 2 Creative Christian Planners already. So this week, we had an engagement story on Instagram asking the question, what gives you the courage to share your faith? And here are our 2 winners, Sarge Cortez and Zyra. Woo! Congratulations to them. And these were their replies. Sarge says, putting myself into other people's shoes gives me the courage to share my faith. Knowing they have a chance to be saved gives me a great feeling of fulfillment. At the same time, it pleases our Almighty God. 2 from Sarge Cortez from Anchorage, Alaska.
Ooh. Knowing the feeling of being lost and alone once, I don't want others to feel that same feeling I went through. So I share my faith because when I finally trusted in our Almighty God, life started to feel better again. I didn't feel as alone, and I knew who I can always turn to when I'm down. I want others to feel that same feeling when they turn to our Almighty God, that they are not alone and our Almighty God is always with them. That's why I'm proud to share my faith with others from Zyra from Edmonton, Canada.
Woo! Congratulations and thank you both. These are some great replies. And whether you're listening while commuting, watching during your morning coffee, or like me, even avoiding cleaning my room, we've got a great show lined up for you guys today.
Yep, guilty on me. For that cleaning part, yep. But really, today's episode is all about faith and how we can share it with others in meaningful ways. We know faith isn't just something we talk about on Sundays, it's something that should be part of every day, every moment. And this fits perfectly because many of us are preparing for the Worldwide Evangelical Mission this weekend.
Oh yeah, exactly. And trust me guys, you're going to want to stick around because we've got some really, really awesome content to dive into today. Plus, we've got some great stories to share and thoughts on how we all connect on this journey of faith.
And I think it's safe to say that no matter what background we come from, faith can have a big impact on our lives, right?
Oh, absolutely, Olivia. And the cool thing is there are so many ways we can share our faith with others. You don't need to have a megaphone or be the most eloquent person in the room. Sometimes the smallest acts, like offering a kind word or even just being there for someone, can have a huge impact on them.
I totally agree. And to kick things off, let's talk about happiness because let's be real, who doesn't want to be happy, right?
Exactly.
Especially in today's world where we're all juggling so many things. We got a piece of content here from incmedia that dives into what truly makes us happy.
And it's an episode of Stories of Faith about a woman whose idea of happiness changed for the better. Control room, take it away.
It's funny, I never thought that I would say that God makes me happy. If you knew me 3 years, 4 years ago, I would have said drinking makes me happy. I would have said partying makes me happy. I would have said less responsibility makes me happy. But today, being in the church, joining in the activities, becoming an officer in the church, bringing my children to church, growing up in the church, my daughter will grow up in now. She's gonna grow up in the church and she's gonna be awesome. So sometimes people, it'll pop up Merry Christmas on the Uber or on a phone call, and people get real quiet. They don't know if I'm a real person sometimes, so I have to say I am a real person. My real name is Mary. You can pick me up. So once we get in the car, they're like, Merry Christmas. And I'll be like, and I don't even celebrate Christmas. And then it starts a whole conversation from there. And I share my faith online, often, loudly, proudly, daily. I make videos about going to worship service, dressing up for worship service. My social media is completely covered in God. I post Him so much because I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of time to make up for doing the wrong things. And it's time to do the right thing now.
Okay, first of all, her name is Merry Christmas, and she doesn't even celebrate Christmas? Whoa, what a conversation starter.
Yeah, it really is.
And I love what she said. I have a lot of time to make up for doing the wrong things, and it's time to do the right thing now. How powerful is that?
What a powerful statement.
Oh, did you hear that?
It's prize time! Ooh, okay, what do we have for this prize time? We have this crew neck and Creative Christian Planner. You want to show them
Yes.
ooh, look at these two prize cam.
prize
You want to get a
cam.
close-up shot of this crew neck, Olivia. Look at that. Ooh,
Look
it's in this
how
like
nice
nice
it is.
maroon
Ooh.
color where truth meets you. And on the back it says incmedia. And then the planner, it's a brand new 2025 Creative Christian design for the brand new year. So make sure you guys want to get this. And these are definitely conversation starters too, I would say. And you might ask, why truth? It's because it's here where
truth meets you.
Now, to win this awesome crew neck and planner, please answer this question in the chat. The question is, how does Mary share her faith? Is it A?
Using her name as a conversation starter.
Is it B?
In the ride share.
Is it C?
She makes videos on social media.
Or D?
All of the above.
Ooh, okay. Let's give them some time to think, and let's give some love to our comment box and to the people in chat, and let's show them some appreciation. Let's see some people in the comments. Happy Friday, spread the good news. The best live show starts in 20 minutes. From Dan Jen.
Hello. I don't want that crew neck. I need it.
It is
from
a need.
Alyssa. Yes,
Ooh.
I need it too.
It is a need.
We all need it.
Loudly, proudly, daily. That's how to share our faith. Yes, it is. From Sister Myrtle.
I had a Bible student once, but she didn't finish. I had to remind myself to not be discouraged.
Ooh.
From Jadlyn.
Ooh, yeah. She is so inspiring. True influencer. From Sister, I think they're talking about Sister Merry Christmas there. Yeah, what an inspiring story it is.
I'm very happy and proud of my mom because every time she goes out, she always has incmedia cards in her pocket. From Pia J.
She's always on the ready, she's
Always
whipping it out
ready,
whenever
yes.
to give it to people. I wouldn't be here at incmedia Law if my friend didn't share her faith with me. Ooh, from Rachel.
Hi all from Eastern Ontario, proud of our daughter who already has that courage at school.
Ooh.
Young, but has shared her faith numerous times, and with her birthday is on December 25th. From Michael. Woo.
Ooh, starting young. Wonderful topic for worldwide EVM tonight from brother Andres Nicholas. Ooh, yes, great reminder. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go back to that question, and thank you everyone for all of your comments. The answer to our question was, how does Mary share her faith? Was it A?
Using her name as a conversation starter.
Was it B?
In the ride share.
Was it C?
She makes videos on social media.
Or D?
All of the above. And the answer is, drumroll please, D.
All of the above.
Oh, you know what? I think what Mary said is such an important point. We often hear that happiness comes from within, but what does that even mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do we tap into that? And she gives some great insights into finding real joy by focusing on what truly matters: faith, kindness, and community. Mary, you're so cool. Now, how many of you have struck a conversation with your ride share? Tell us in the comments. We'd like to know.
It's kind of, you just have to talk to them. And I love how, it ties into our faith. It's about making our relationship with God a central part of our lives. That in turn brings us lasting peace and happiness, which we can then share with others, kind of like, a little ripple effect.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the ripple effect on that one. Having our own strong foundation of faith can propel us to be confident in sharing our faith. And speaking of sharing, the next piece of incmedia content we're going to talk about is all about doing good for others, something that's super close to my heart. I mean, I'm sure we can all think of someone who's made a big impact on our lives by just doing something small but meaningful. Elijah, any good stories to share?
I got it's kind of a small one, I was recently just in the city, just minding my own business. I think I was running errands or something. And I think these two tourists, they come up to me and they asked me a question about how to find, I forgot what, it was something they were trying to find, and they're just asking for directions on it. And I was like, oh yeah, it's down this street and they make you a left, but it's before this one building. And it was just something really small. It literally took 30 seconds and I was off with it. But it's just those little things.
Yeah, kindness goes a long way.
Kindness goes a long way, and you don't really realize how much good you're doing for others, but it can not only help them, but also deepen your own faith. But anyways, let's toss it over to this recap episode of INC Giving activities around the world. And trust me, this one's gonna make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Roll it.
Sometimes it's the joy of free toys that brings together a community. Check out these happy kids in Pampanga, Philippines. Great job, INC Giving volunteers. Now we head over to Aston, Pennsylvania, where INC Giving volunteers came together for a Neighborhood Appreciation Day. Guests were drawn in by the warm invitations that advertised free haircuts, free groceries, free school supplies, and free flower bouquets. Now, we don't really see many Willis Ting Tings in California, but we do see the same happy smiles of the INC Giving volunteers. They united here in Alameda, California for a coastal cleanup. Wow, that bag of trash and debris they collected is almost as big as their young volunteers. Round of applause for all of you. Looks like we have a few more neighborhood appreciation events. This one in Karratha City, Australia West, featured free coffee and muffins. Muffins and coffee sound really good right now. And out in Las Vegas, Nevada, guests were treated to free food and entertainment, chapel tours, and care packages. Awesome work to all of our volunteers.
Ooh, that guy looks really familiar.
I wonder who that is. You know, I think we'd get along well.
That looks really familiar. It looks just like you.
I think wild coincidence.
But it's really true, Elijah. You know, I feel like some of the best moments in life are when you're helping others. Like last week, I helped a neighbor bring in their groceries, and I'm not talking about a small bag here. I felt like I was part of a good cause, just a small gesture, but it made a difference for the both of us.
Yeah, I mean, you are the neighborhood hero. You know, bringing those giant bags of groceries. It's prize time! And it's time to give a prize to one of our neighborhood heroes in the chat. Do you want to be the new owner of this mug and planner? Let's get a close-up of this mug. It's a truth mug, you know, this black font, and then on the back, it has INC Media, good for your coffee, tea, water, whatever you might drink. And then also, we have this 2025 Creative Christian Planner design. Ooh, you know,
beautiful blue color.
Beautiful, you know, it's a planner, you can write stuff.
Checklist.
Even if you don't want to plan, you can use it as a journal as well.
It's not too late to plan.
It's not, we're still only in the first month. But the way to win this mug and planner is you have to tell us about an INC Giving activity that you participated in that you would bring a friend to. And here's a hint, you can head over to incgiving.org for some ideas. Now, while we wait for your answer in the chat, let's say hi to more of our friends in the comments. Let's read some comments. Hello. You want to read this first one, Olivia?
Yes. Back when I was in school, I would give my professors INC Media cards after final exams as a token of gratitude for their work throughout the semester from Justin. You know, I think this deserves a special button.
A comment of the day?
Comment of the day? Would you do the honors?
I'll press it.
Oh, one more time.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh, one more time. Let's do it one more time.
One more time.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Congrats.
And for the comment of the day, you win this tote prize bag. You know, in here is all faith sharing tools in here. You know, you have a little cup for you, but you also have a bunch of INC Media cards. You know, you have some stickers. You have some cards to give to people. Be careful how you think. Your life is shaped because your thoughts. And then it says, let's meet at our next Bible study. Have some, you know, INC Media cards to give out. Very cool stuff. And congratulations on being the comment of the day. Let's read some more comments. More comments? Okay.
From Justin again. Everyone has the access to get their own INC Media cards. Just go to your local print shop, online or in person with the digital files and just follow the instructions. It is that easy. Yes,
it is that easy. It is that easy. See some more comments. The worst thing that a person who knows the truth is doing nothing and just to keep the truth to yourself. Ooh, that's a good one. You know, that's where you have to share your faith.
I have my INC Media cards on my desk at work, and I felt so accomplished to be able to give them to my coworkers from Carrie.
Ooh, that's a nice one. My 9-year-old is not shy to share her faith with her friends. She's been pressured to go to trick-or-treating, and she says no and sends them YouTube links for it. Ooh, that's a good one. You know, she knows why she shouldn't celebrate trick-or-treating.
Exactly. I love my Make Kindness Contagious shirt from incmedia from 2020 from Melissa. Ooh.
Long-time viewer, thank you so much. Okay, wear an INC pin or INC t-shirt or a lanyard could be a conversation starter and a chance to introduce faith. Ooh, that is. Okay, that was our last comment, but seriously, guys, the episode emphasizes how, you know, when we do good for others, it not only brightens their day, but also strengthens our relationship with God. You know, when we help people, it's like we're showing God's love through our actions.
And it's not about doing it for recognition, it's about creating a culture of kindness that flows out of our faith. When we make it a habit to help others, we're not just contributing to their well-being, but also strengthening our own faith and sense of purpose.
Right. And I think that's the kind of happiness that sticks around. You know, when you're focused on doing good for others, you're also living in alignment with your values. And that's where joy comes from. And say, you know, you have a friend who isn't quite ready to join a Bible study, inviting them to do an INC giving activity is a great way to introduce what the Church of Christ is all about.
Exactly. Now, we've talked about happiness and doing good, but what about the tools we need to keep this momentum going in our lives? Like, what practical steps can we take to nurture our faith and keep sharing it with others?
Actually, I'm glad you asked, Olivia, because the next thing we're going to talk about is all about tools. No, not the kind, you know, you use to fix your broken furniture, even though I could have used some last weekend. It's about the tools that help us live out our faith in real, tangible ways.
Oh, I'm excited for this one. So take a look at this. These are some of the best tools to help us stay spiritually ready to share something inspirational with a friend. We're talking about inspiring verses, episode guides,
Okay.
conversation starters, videos. These are the kinds of tools that keep us ready.
And if you don't know where to start, you know, even small steps can lead to big changes. You know, start by maybe printing your own INC media cards at home like this video. You know, it could be so easy, you just print them out and cut them and hand them to people and, you know, leave them at like a restaurant, for example, that you just ate at. And take a look at these examples of how creative some people get. Let's look at these. I love how in using them, I'm able to provide a quick way for people to access the INC Media website and learn more about the church. And I love how inspiring the verses are from Brother Jordan and DK from Fremont.
Oh. I wanted to make sure that I did my part to share my faith with all my coworkers before my last day at work. I gifted everyone a goodie bag with an INC Media card because I wanted them to be able to keep something and look back at if they were interested in the church one day. From Denise from Fremont, California.
Hello, sharing our wedding souvenirs where we added INC Media cards.
Ooh, that's so unique.
That's so cute. You know, I've never seen that idea before. You know, maybe you guys could steal that if you have like your wedding coming up, you know, a little something to put in the bags.
Yeah, exactly.
And do you guys have a faith sharing story? Tell us in the chat. We'd love to hear your personal story. And actually, Olivia, speaking of stories, do you have a faith sharing story about using the tools?
I do.
Okay, let's hear it.
So it was actually in November,
Okay.
Around Thanksgiving time. I went to the mall, and there were these two girls that approached me, and they asked me what I was thankful for.
Okay,
And I told them I was thankful for my family, and the conversation shifted to them telling me that they're part of a youth group.
Okay.
And I said, oh, you know, I'm part of a church.
Oh,
part of
okay.
A church called the Church of Christ, but I didn't have INC Media cards with me that day.
No, really?
But, you know, the good thing is I had my phone and I just hosted for INC Media Live, so I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna show them a video. So we were standing in the mall and we were watching the episode of my INC Media Live together.
Wait, did you guys watch the whole episode together?
We watched part of it.
Okay.
Yes, but they're very interested.
That's good. You know,
Yes.
did they check it out afterwards? Did you tell them the website?
Yes, I did.
That's
I did.
nice. That's
so,
nice.
You know, it just goes to show that even if you don't have INC Media cards, there are still so many ways to share your faith, and don't tell anyone, but every time I host, I take a stack of cards from incmedia and just
Oh, but you didn't have the cards that time?
No.
Because you gave them all out.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have a story?
I do. One time I was just waiting at the bus stop and this lady came up to me and she handed me this flyer. She's like, "Hi, would you take this?" And it was a flyer about like God and Catholic values. And then I started talking to them. I'm like, actually, I'm religious and I go to the Church of Christ. And then I actually pulled out an incmedia card from my pocket and was like, "Hey, could you check out my church? Scan the QR code on the back and check it out." And hopefully they checked it out. If not, at least they have the card. And maybe one day they'll check it out.
Yeah, maybe one day they might, take it out and scan that QR code.
Exactly.
And if you feel nervous talking to strangers, like I sometimes do, you can start with friends or family who could use some inspiration in their lives. I can even ask my mom for help. And we have our own perspective we can share, being converts ourselves.
I love that for you, Olivia. And we're not in this journey alone. It's important to have a community that supports you. Having people to walk alongside you makes all the difference.
Well said. And that's what this whole faith sharing thing is all about. Living in a way that reflects God's love and helping others do the same using the tools and support we have.
Take some time to really browse through the faith sharing tools that we have on incmedia.org. All you have to do is pay attention to the content, the verses, or even social media posts that your friend might need in the moment.
Hey Elijah, why don't we show everyone an example? I'll pretend to be your school friend, and then you can share your faith with me, okay?
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
Yes. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, see.
Okay.
Hey Elijah.
Hey, Olivia.
I'm feeling sad. I got
I'm so
into
sorry
an
to hear.
argument with my sister, and I'm really sad about it.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Would you like to go for a walk, maybe clear your mind? Let's get some fresh air.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
And off the top of my head, I might say, while we're walking, how do you usually get yourself up when you're feeling down? To comment in the chat, how do you feel? What would you guys say to your friend if you had it in this situation? I would probably follow up and be like, when I'm feeling down, I like to pray. And I always feel, lighter afterwards, giving all my problems to God.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were religious. What church do you go to?
Actually, I worship at the Church of Christ, actually down the street from here. And that, my friends, is how we open up a door to talk about our faith. This conversation, could go so many ways. And we want to know where you would take this conversation. So let us know in the chat.
Yes, let us know. You know what? I wasn't expecting the exercise to be so eye-opening. It really isn't that hard to start a faith conversation. It doesn't always have to start with, "Hi, I have a Bible study you can go to." There's so many other ways to go about it. It never occurred to me to practice first. And we can use all of these tips to invite people to our worldwide evangelical mission.
Exactly. We all learned something new today, and so let's go to our chat and read some comments. Let's read some comments. My neighbor was telling me about her problems, and I started telling her about church, and she came to Bible study and worship service a couple of times. Ooh. Okay, I think that might be comment of the day. You want to click the button, Olivia?
Okay.
Woo! Congratulations!
Congrats.
And comment of the day, you'll be receiving the same exact tote bag with prize tag. And let's read some more comments.
I love the wedding idea from Gabby. Yes, we love it too.
It's a great idea.
Super creative.
One time, my teammate and friend asked me about why I don't go to weekend track meets, and I told him it was because of church, and he then asked what church because he too was interested in attending church from Dylan. Ooh, that's good. That's an interesting way to start a conversation.
During downtime in a busy trauma hospital in the Bay Area, we started to talk about church, faith, and the true God from Elmo. Ooh. Oh, I think this one deserves
another comment
of the day. Would you do the honors? Woo!
Okay, let's read some more comments. The best tool for sharing faith is a smile and genuine kindness. You really stand out and become memorable since it's not common these days and people will want to know more about you. From Alexis. Ooh, yes. Always gotta be smiley and greet them with a kindness.
Love the faith sharing tools. Use it to print print our more INC Media cards, and even make posters of the verses to post at work in my cubicle from Ling.
Ooh. Okay, one more happy viewing from Brother Montreville, boy.
Oh.
From Sebsi.
Hello.
Okay, I think that was our last comment.
Okay, now before we close out the show, we can't forget our pet corner.
Ooh.
Our first fuzzy friend today comes from Caloocan district of Kamanava in the Philippines, and his name is Leon.
Oh, he's so
a
cute.
2-year-old New Zealand rabbit. He's a rabbit with a serious identity crisis.
Oh.
He'd rather hang out with humans than his fellow bunnies. Oh, so
Oh,
cute.
look at his little nose moving.
His hobbies? Gourmet snacking
Okay.
and Olympic level napping. And when he flops on his side like a tiny furry baby, it's cuteness overload. Thanks to his mom Eunice for sharing Leon with us.
Ooh, and our next friend on Pet Corner is Buddy. He is a 7-year-old Aspen from the Philippines. His mom Eliza says, "My pet is loving and fun because I make sure to spend quality time with him and show him affection.
Aw.
And keep him entertained with playful activities. I care for his needs, reward him for good behavior, and create a safe and happy environment where he can thrive." My favorite thing about my dog, Buddy, is his unwavering loyalty and how he always seems to know when I need comfort. And whether I'm feeling down or just need some company, he's always there with his wagging tail and warm presence. His playful personality and the way he brings so much joy into my life makes him truly special. Aw, they're so cute.
We actually got a lot of Pet Corner submissions this week, so make sure you tune in every Friday. And if you want your pet to be featured, please DM us on Instagram.
Yes, please DM us. Well, I think our winners are ready. Control Room is saying, can we get a drum roll, please? Our winners for today are Sarge Cortez, Zaira, Jasmine Manikil, and Justin,
Daryl, and Elmo.
Ooh, congratulations.
Woo, congrats!
And make sure to direct message us within 24 hours to claim your prize.
All right, everyone, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Remember, happiness, helping others, and having the right tools can all come from sharing and living out your faith. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we can't wait to see you next time.
See you later, guys, and keep spreading love, sharing faith, and we want you to know that INC Media will be here with you.
For you,
Every week, every Friday.
keeping you uplifted and inspired with your favorite INC Media content.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our post show.
We want to take this time to thank someone very special to us, and we want to wish him well in his new assignment.
Brother Mike Guerrero has been the INC Media Live Ministerial Advisor, and even though we're sad to see him go, we're so thankful for the great memories, and we'll miss him so much.
From all of us here at INC Media, thank you so much, Brother Mike, and we wish you well on your new assignment. Bye, Brother Mike,
Bye,
and bye, everyone.
I share my faith online often, loudly, proudly, daily. I make videos about going to worship service, dressing up for worship service. My social media is completely covered in God. I post Him so much because I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of time to make up for doing the wrong things. And it's time to do the right thing now.
You know what I did fear? You know what happens? Judgment Day happens. And I'm still scrambling to learn the faith. But I came through that. And maybe that was God's will. God is the greatest presence in my life. Becoming baptized was the single best decision I ever made in my life.
I was in a dark place. And then to have Brother Andre as that instrument to constantly push me, constantly remind me, and then finally getting embraced by God as one of His children. It's unspeakable.
you.